Hello, everyone. This is Rear Admiral Sinclair Harris, United States Navy retired, a former award winner. Thank you, Battleship Iowa. Thank you, National Museum of the Surface Navy. You can see the award here over my shoulder. Samuel L. Gravely Leadership Award winner. Um, and Just a retired naval officer. I still work today for a government firm that supports the government and do a lot of different activities in support of sailors, Marines, and their families in different capacities. I want to spend a minute talking to you all, or a few minutes talking to you all about Black History Month. And while I'll be focused on Black History Month, it really has to do with all the different history months: Women's History Month, Hispanic Heritage Month, Asian Pacific Islander, the list goes on and on, and why they're important. And I want to do that somewhat highlighting, in particular, the life of a gentleman who was my North Star. I'm very honored to get an award in his name, and that's Samuel L. Gravely, America's first African American admiral. And when I look at these different months, and this is Black History Month, I think about it in the context of, well, why does it matter? Why do these different celebrations make a difference? Are they things that divide us, or are they things that we should embrace, regardless of our race, color, creed, orientation, or what have you? And I take it that it's saying that we should embrace. And I do that because I think of yesterday, today, and tomorrow. And when you think about our yesterdays, America's yesterdays, uh, we need to honor the legacy of our past, learn those lessons that have uh, come over time. Blood and treasure has been spilt time and again for this nation to be free and become freer, to live up to the aspirations of the Constitution, even more than the framers may have initially intended, but to keep America strong. We need to honor yesterday, be strengthened by their struggles. And again, I look at people like Samuel Gravely, first African American admiral, who him and his wife were stopped by the shore patrol for impersonating an officer as an admiral. Okay, uh, and did not respond with violence, with uh, ignorance, with anger. Always rose above. And when I think about him, I think of his wife Alma. She just passed away at 102 years old, and she was smart to the day she passed away. I am so strengthened by the lessons I've learned from their life, from the life of Frankie Peterson, first African American general in the United States Marine Corps, and from the inventors, so many inventors. Did you know that one of the people that helped build the global positioning system that you all and every one of us use today was an African American woman who lives out in Patuxent River, Maryland to this day, Gladys West. So, you know, we need to honor our legacy because they did important things. They strengthen us, and I mean all of us. One of the people that I honor from the past more than most others is Ellena Roosevelt. There's a woman who made a difference, who took a stand during her time that we continue to benefit from this day. She got in a plane and rode in it of a Tuskegee Airman, a black man in World War II. That was a brave thing because those planes were not that great. And she did it. So, yesterday is important. Today, we all see all of the division. You hear about it in the news, you see it in the media. Everybody's pointing the finger at others or doing worse. And we need to understand each other in a deeper way so that we can find ways to make it through the complexities of this world. They are getting more complex more quickly all the time. There's a banner a friend of mine, a Marine friend of mine, okay, gave me that I hand over my desk. Hope you can see it. And what does it say? Do not be afraid of change. Be afraid of not changing. One of my other favorite books, and I got a bunch of them back here, and some that I've given away, is World is Guns, Germs, and Steel. And in Guns, Germs, and Steel, the question that it asks is, why do certain societies succeed and other ones don't? Why do ones do better? And it's about adaptation. It's about being able to not just take anything or roll with the flow, but understand the changing environment that you're in and how to adapt to make it better as quickly as you can. Demographics in our country, you need to look at them. If we're not embracing each other from a very much changed multicultural society that we're in now, you're falling behind. We're doing ourselves a disservice by not understanding and adapting. So adapting change is constant. We all play a part in it. And what does it lead to? Tomorrow. So we've talked about learning the lessons of the past and the importance of honoring our legacy in the right way and understanding our legacy. That's why you read history. We understand the need for change, and change is constant and adaptation is key. All that's important for what is to come, the future. And how do we shape the future that we want for all of us, for all the men, women, regardless of race, creed, or color, regardless of sex, orientation, or anything else, religion, what have you, okay? How do we shape that inclusive environment that allows us to bring the best out of every single person? And that is more important now than ever before, moving our nation, our world, which America is still, and as far as I can see, will continue to be an essential nation in making our world better. How do you do that? Things like these different history months are part of that, are, in my mind, vital, useful, helpful, and things that we all of us can embrace. I've been a member of something called, I hope you can see the little symbol over here, the National Naval Officers Association, and you see a bunch of different colored hands that are all joined together. Uh, and I've been a member of that since 1980 something, 88. It's been around for 50 plus years. Why does that matter? Because we all are stronger together. We all work together. And when you look at this symbol, you can't tell which one is on top and which one's on the bottom. You can't tell male from female. You can't tell gay from straight. You can't tell any of it. But you can tell that they are bonded together. And why? And for this group, it was to increase or make our sea services better. I would ask you all, in the sound of my voice, when you think about things like Black History Month or all the other history months, to consider my words of why these things are important yesterday, what it's about today, how it impacts us, and tomorrow, where it's going to take us. Because I think these are important concepts, and we all have to understand them in our own context and our own understanding, and communicate those with each other in a civil fashion, in a way where we're hearing and listening to each other. Thank you very much for your time. I hope I wasn't too long-winded, and God bless our nation. God bless the men and women services and their families.